Welcome back to AM Northwest. Our next guest is breaking down the stereotypes surrounding domestic abuse. Her latest novel focuses on love and marriage and the secrets we keep from those closest to us. Here to share more, we welcome the author of Songs My Mother Taught Me, Helen Winslow Black. Good to have you with us.
Thank you so much.
I love having a
me.
Helen who's a redhead.
Helen, yes.
This is awesome. So tell me what the book's about.
The heroine of my novel is Kim McLean. She's a young mom and lawyer who is on the threshold of a new life after extricating herself from an abusive marriage. She's done the hard work, she's making good and wise choices. With her second husband, John, she builds a new life and a family. And she thinks that she's capable of dealing with the ups and downs in life and in what she calls her real marriage.
Right.
Then
the first one didn't work out, so
that's
we toss that one
so
aside.
she calls this her real marriage.
Right.
Then her life gets shattered again. She gets the rug pulled out from under her in a few different ways. At a time when she's older, she's got more kids, the stakes are higher. Life is much more complicated.
Yeah.
So this time around, I think she really turns to her mother and her sister for strength and guidance and support, because she's older now. She's not like a do-it-yourselfer, so she's really drawing on the strength of those relationships as she tries to get her family through this.
And she's always been close to her sister, right?
Yes.
She bought a house next to her.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I wanted to put them together and have them raise their families together. I thought that's something that you don't see a lot.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would love that idea
yes.
of having a compound where they have their relatives, their kids and grandkids living near them.
It takes a village.
Yeah, it takes a village, absolutely.
Yeah.
You talk about the secrets, though, that people have that you don't find out until they're gone.
Right. Marriage is complicated.
Yes.
And life is complicated. And in drawing the portrait of this marriage, I wanted to show two people who, with the best of intentions, they come from different backgrounds.
Right.
And Kim in her youthfulness thinks, oh, well, this isn't a problem, this isn't an issue, because her husband John doesn't think it's an issue either.
Right.
But when you start, hurtling toward middle age, I think that problems from your past and your early childhood can crop up.
Can still
and catch you.
Well, if you grow up in a dysfunctional household as a child, you bring that dysfunction with you as an adult because you didn't see the examples of having good parenting as a child.
You
right?
don't. You didn't have the modeling.
Right.
You didn't have the modeling. You do your best. I know so many people who have surmounted really traumatic and difficult childhoods, and they've blossomed into wonderful, mature, giving people with healthy relationships. How do you do that?
Right.
That's the question.
Is it that you surround yourself with people who have good relationships and have friends?
You need models. You need role models. You need a mentor. You need somebody in your life when you're a kid,
right,
that you can hang on to as a little life preserver to show you, this is how I can do it.
What is the meaning of the title of your book, Songs My Mother Taught Me?
Songs My Mother Taught Me is really an affirmation that the secret of life is passing it on.
Okay.
There's nothing more precious than a mother sharing the meditations of her heart with an adult daughter who's old enough to appreciate and understand that.
Right.
If you go to the Maslick Cultural Center in Pendleton, you will read that the people considered every human being a story.
Oh.
So Helen, if every person is a story, then every person is also a song.
Oh.
Because it's just a different way of bringing the breath up.
Sure.
And if that's the case, then every action, every word, every gesture, every look is part of your music.
Right.
And this is how we teach our children how to live. We're teaching them how to, the songs that you teach your children, the lessons that you teach your children, how to celebrate life, but also how to survive.
Sure.
How to survive,
yeah.
Trauma and tragedy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that is what raises children into healthy, whole, balanced adults who can then lead a functional and productive
and then raise
life.
Balanced and
yes,
great
and
children.
Helen, what Kim realizes as she moves further into motherhood, she appreciates the songs her mother taught her, and then she starts teaching them to her own children.
Right.
And when she does that, she becomes the mother in the title, the mother singing the songs, and she joins the chain of mothers and grandmothers and great-grandmothers who are, she's living for others, and that's a real spiritual transformation.
Absolutely. You have a book event tonight, and that's at Annie Bloom's. That's tonight at 7 o'clock. We're going to put all the information for you, for all of our viewers, on our website. It's on Capitol Highway, on our website at KH2.com. The book again is titled Songs My Mother Taught Me. Helen, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You bet.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with more AM Northwest.